અસીમ જય જયકાર દાદા ભગવાન અસીમ જય જયકાર.
જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ રજનીકાંતભાઈ.
જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ મુકુંદબેન.
જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ દીપકાનંદજી.
ઓકે, અસીમ કરો બંધ કરી.
જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ. દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકારો.
અસીમ
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
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 દાદા ભગવાન અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના असीम जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान असीम जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान ना असीम जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान असीम जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान ना असीम जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान असीम जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान ना असीम जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान असीम जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान ना असीम जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान असीम जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान ना असीम जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान असीम जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान ना असीम जय जयकार।
दादा भगवान असीम जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान ना असीम जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान असीम जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान असीम जय जयकार हो।
दादा भगवान असीम जय जयकार हो।
Jai Sachidanand. Thank you, Aruna and Deepakanandji. Jai Sachidanand.
जय सच्चिदानंद।
Pulinanandji, can you do three mantra, please?
नमो वितरागाय
नमो वितरागाय।
रागाय
नमो अरिहंताणम
नमो
नमो
अरिहंताणं
अरिहंताणम्
नमो सिद्धाणम
नमो
नमो सिद्धाणम्
सिद्धाणं।
नमो आयुर्विद्यम
नमो
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 आयुर्वेदाणं।
आयुर्याणम्
आयुर्याणं
नमो वज्राय
नमो
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 वज्रायाणं।
वज्रायाणम्
वज्रायाणं
नमो लोये सवसाहम
नमो
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 लोये
लोकाहुणं।
सवसाहुणम्
सर्वसाहुणं
सो पंचनमुक्कारो
ऐसो
एषो
नमस्कारो।
पञ्चनमुक्कारो
नमकारो
सर्वभावपणासनो
सर्वपावपणासनं।
सर्वपावपणासनो
मंगलाणं च सवेसेन
मङ्गलानि च
मङ्गलानं च
सर्वेषाम्
सर्वेषां
परमं हवै मंगलम्
परमं
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 वै
हवै
मङ्गलम्।
मङ्गलम्
मङ्गलम्
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ॐ
ॐ
नमो
नमो
भगवते
भगवते
वासुदेवाय।
वासुदेवाय
वासुदेवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय
ॐ
ॐ
नमः
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 शिवाय।
शिवाय
शिवाय
सच्चिदानंद
जय
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 सच्चिदानंद।
सच्चिदानंद।
Jai Sachidanand. Lalita Ben, how? Tamara, your question was left over, so if you can start.
Y-
Lalita Ben?
Yes. I'm sorry, I don't have the Jai Sachidanand, everybody. Aptaputras, Pulinanandji, and Deepakanandji.
Jai
Uh,
Sachchidanand.
I,
Jai Sachidanand.
the question I have today is we were, another Mahatma and I were reading Vani no Siddhant. But
सच्चिदानंद।
Dada says each word has its gun paryay. Can you please explain that? I mean, what does Dada mean when he says that?
Deepakanandji?
Unfortunately, I can't give you the page and line because I forgot to note that now.
Where was it? What in which book? What is was it
Vanilu
there?
Siddhant.
Okay, okay. What I have to say?
Pardon me?
No. I'm asking Rajni Dada. Do I
Yeah,
have to
yes,
say?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, any matter,
Hmm.
whether it is uh, pure soul matter
Hmm.
or the worldly matter, what you say, visible
Hmm.
matter,
Hmm.
both have its own, it is a material.
Hmm.
So it's like it has its own dravya.
Hmm.
And if any material is there, it will have its own qualities.
Hmm.
And when qualities are there, those qualities will get expressed.
Hmm.
And while these qualities get expressed, it expresses its different phases, what you call as avastha.
Hmm.
And the smallest phase is called paryay.
Okay.
So matter, that is pudgal matter,
Hmm.
has its own dravya, gun, and paryay. That is
Hmm.
perpetual eternal entity,
Hmm.
its own qualities
Hmm.
and its own phases.
Hmm.
Same way, pure soul is also perpetual. Same, it means same actually, perpetual and eternal entity. But let's say perpetual eternal entity. It has its own unique qualities, totally separate from pudgal matter.
Give me an
And,
example, please.
oh, uh, pudgal matter has roop, means it has its own shape.
Hmm.
Ras, it has those tastes.
Hmm.
Sparsh, touch, and scent,
Hmm.
right? Roop, ras, sparsh, and gandh.
Correct.
Okay. Whereas pure soul is free from this. These are called its inherent qualities of the matter. And the
Hmm.
pure soul matter is knowledge in every aspect.
Hmm.
That is, it is called Chetan,
Yes.
invisible, right? So
Uh-huh.
this is how both have their own unique, independent qualities, which makes it separate. They never mix together. They work in their own places and they are together in our body. But the matter we will say the physical matter and the pure soul matter.
Mm.
The physical matter, because it is charged due to past ignorant projection,
Mm-hmm.
everyone's projections are different. No two projections can be same. The reason being, one of the factor of space is unique for every individual.
Correct.
So the space factor is different, due to which no two individual can ever have same projection, and due to that, no two individual they look 100% alike. Apparently, even if they look alike, their thinking, their beliefs would definitely be different. And this is the one, this unique quality of their own existence as physical matter and pure soul matter, or pure soul eternal entity and physical eternal entity. This, how do you call that? differential existence. They are different, they occupy separate space, but pure soul doesn't occupy any space. But wherever matter is there, pure soul cannot be there. What it means, wherever physical matter is there, because physical matter is a solid stuff, it cannot allow pure soul to be there. But when we see our physical body, apparently it looks like solid, it is spongy. And in all that spongy space, the pure soul exists, and that is how we feel the touch. Other places we don't feel the touch because at times, first thing is soul is not there. Is grown up hair, outside grown up hair, and nails, outside nails. But where nerve are not working, like people who have paralysis or something like that, their controls have gone. So the other controls are not working. But main thing, every matter, physical matter or pure soul matter, has its own dravya, that is matter, has its own unique quality. And these qualities have their own expression of their qualities by virtue of different phases. And these phases are also unique because quality and matter is different.
I can understand about the what you described about matter. When it comes to words, shabd ka gun
Good.
paryay.
So sabda is not a physical matter, but it gets generated. So it is called, it doesn't have any natural existence, but it is called, it is not swabhavik gun, innate quality of matter, nor it is innate quality of pure soul. But because of the friction of matter,
Sound is produced.
sound gets created.
Correct.
And depending on the type of projection, these matter come into that kind of friction and that particular sound comes out. It's a wonderful thing. And the words, when they get expressed, and when these words are not normal and natural, they cause new karma. So that's why they say the very word is the world. So mind your words. They ultimately make your character. They have said, Mr. Frank has elaborated the whole situation, how the words, by our mental projection, first it ends up in our character. And that's how the world gets created. And because nobody can reach this science, this inner science, this ultimate science. So what we see around is world that exists and it will remain forever. And from that, very few fortunate ones, they come across enlightened soul. They get to know this inner science, and through this knowledge of this inner science or wisdom of this knowledge, they get to know the physical matter and the pure soul matter in its ultimate clarity and experience. And that's how their intervention with the matter stops and they ultimately get liberated. As pure soul, the matter remains here. And the pure soul get liberated in the Siddha Kshetra. So the science of sound, although simple, but it is very deep rooted because it is the very cause of the physical world. That's why it is said, you must mind your words. they matter a lot. Jai Sachidan.
Jai Sachidanand. Amazing.
Pulinanandji?
See, taking off from where Deepakanand elaborated, as far as all elements goes, internal elements, soul, matter, each matter has its own physical existence, its own properties, dravya and gun. Gun means properties. And he just mentioned about the properties of matter and the properties of soul. Soul, anand gnan, anand darshan, infinite knowledge, vision, strength, etc. Now, Vani, as he said, is generated by friction of two atoms. And we give a nice example. In little older times or some years ago, we had auto rickshaws or even trucks in India where there would be a horn with a pump over there. You would press the pump, sound would go. So that said, okay, what happens in that the air flows through a narrow neck-like region in the pump from the ball to the narrow position, then it goes out. So in the process, all the atoms come close to each other and they rub against each other, causing friction. That friction is sound. So sound is a product of two atoms clashing together. Parmanu, course, do not have the quality of sound. It's not a unit quality. It's basically roop, ras, sparsh, and gandh. Only 4 qualities are atom. And the fifth one is generation of sound is by clashing of two atoms.
Correct.
That's how Vani takes place. Then, coming to what you just read in the sentence that you mentioned, in every speech has its own gun and paryay. So what comes to my mind is that the speech is generated, the verbal speech that we hear now, is generated by bhave in the previous birth. Our intentions in the previous birth. That I want to have a sober speech, or I will not tolerate anybody. If he says one bad word to me, I will tell it with truth. Some intentions, some bhava we do in the previous birth. And that's how the Vani gets coded, in the form of code words, which then come as shortened and then physically plays out in this birth. So the coding, the intention, the bhava, would perhaps be associated with the gun of the Vani. Like you say, this man has a sweet speech. This man talks nicely. This man is very harsh. He's very hard. He's very, So people give attributes to his quality of speech. So that could be the moon of the Vani generated by the intention of how it's put. And then coming to the second part of paryay. Now, in paryay means it's phases, phases. So here, I have an intention, but I have different words to express that intention. Each word has its connotation. To give a slight example, Dada Bhagwan says, 3 mantra, Manglanam cha Savesim Padmam Havai Manglam. Padmam Havai Manglam. This is of all auspicious things, this is the highest. Now, it could go as highest, it could go as topmost auspicious. This is the topmost auspicious, this could be highest auspicious. These are all words which are very close to each other, but have different meanings. So they said, its phases are different. It means or expresses a different intent. Each word, although they appear very close to each other, but since there is a separate word, that means it is trying to convey something separate, although very close but separate. Like highest and topmost are close by, but they have physical connotations. Top means more in the physical category, highest means more in the abstract category. Same way, if you look at translating situation in English, you have hatred, you have abhorrence. Now they are apparently close by, but they have different connotations. Hatred means something, abhorrence means something. There's a different intensity of expressing something. So that is called paryay of Vani. Paryay means face. Each word is trying to express something. So ana paryay juda juda hai. So the expressions or the meaning of these words are different from each other. So વાણીના ગુણ અને પર્યાય હોય, each has its own property and basis. This is what I feel is meant by gun and paryay. The intention is the gun and the expression, the subtle variations is the paryay of speech. That's it.
He's gone into it in so much detail. You never think of it. Words just flow without, you don't give it that intensity of thought to just, even
Dada Bhagwan,
so.
Dada Bhagwan in his infinite vision has gone to great depths and revealed the science to the extent possible that is possible to express in words. To the extent he got the limit to ask him such questions and the words flow out, it expresses the science. This science, I don't think is there very easily available. The intent goes into code word, and code word goes into shorthand, and then it comes out as speech, and that is something very unique to Dada Bhagwan.
It is. Totally unheard of,
So line is tape record, and how is the taping taking place? So that is the science that the Bhagwan is.
Very nice. Thank you. Jai
Deepakanandji?
Satchidanand.
Yes, quick. The ultimate experience of pure soul is beyond words.
Correct.
And whatever best Gnani Purush and Tirthankara, they expressed this differential existence of pure soul and matter, physical matter, to their Syadvad speech. So the beauty of this is they could express at the highest level in its perfection, and yet the ultimate experience is beyond words.
Yes.
So words act like pole vault. You carry the pole, go till the top, leave the word on one side, and enter into the ultimate existence of absolute knowledge.
Yes.
Excellent. And the way Tirthankara Bhagwan and Dada Bhagwan, we would say like Gnani Purush Dada Bhagwan has revealed this absolute truth in such a simple, lucid Gujarati language is ultimate.
It is. I mean, because you try to read what the Jain books say, I mean, they use such technical terms, it just goes over your head. You think you don't want to
The
wade
hidden
through all that.
truths, the hidden truth of these information is very dangerous. We will not reveal that. Dada has revealed that, but he only can say that. We don't want to say that. So it is better, he says, just listen straight away from Gnani Purush or his followers, because they have received the same vision and knowledge. So they can guide you and they can take you to a very great extent near to the absolute truth. But ultimate truth, you will get it from Gnani Purush or Tirthankara Paramatma only, which is beyond words. Although words are used to uplift an individual, a seeker, but ultimately, through the words only, he gets to know the beyond word experience, which starts his journey, initiates his journey into absolute. Fantastic.
Yes.
Jai Satchidanand.
Yes. Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Kashyap?
Yeah, Jai Satchidanand everyone. Jai Satchidanand Rajniji. Jai Satchidanand Pulinanandji
Jai
Deepakanandji.
Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand, Doctor.
So, I want to ask one question. I will share a screenshot.
Go ahead.
Just a minute. Yeah, so this is the energizer, recent energizer. So can you see the subtitles?
Yes.
Yeah, so please read the subtitles and put it in English, and then I have a question on that. So should I read someone and translate?
Okay.
Okay, you go ahead. You go
Yeah.
read the Gujarati part. Me and Pulinanandji will put it in English.
હું ભગવાન થઈ બેઠો નથી મારાથી થઈ બેસાય નહીં દાદાએ છે.
I haven't become God, and I cannot become God as physical existence.
Yes. And then next he says આ દુષ્મ કાલમાં આ કલયુગમાં માનસ પૂર્ણ થઈ શકે નહીં.
In this Kali Yuga, it is not possible for any human to reach that highest state of godhood.
એની જવાબદારી પર કહેવાય છે એનું
And whoever who claims themselves as God, they are on their own personal responsibility, they are saying or claiming themselves as God.
પણ નરગતિએ જવાની નિશાની.
That is a clear indication of someone to go to hell.
Yeah, so this is what I want to understand. Please give more details why Dadaji says that this is a clear indication of going to hell.
Pulinanandji?
Hey, that is very clear. You are not God and you claim yourself to be God. So you are misguiding people because your vision is not complete and you profess yourself to have a complete vision. So whatever speech and guidance you will give to followers, they will not be the truth. And when you misguide people, so obviously it's a very big responsibility, especially in spiritual matters, terms of liberation and things like that. So that will lead to downfall or nargati, hell. Secondly, unless a person is complete means Keval Gyan is manifested, which means, on the other hand, his ego is totally over or is zero. He is totally egoless. Only when a person is totally egoless and Keval Gyan can he be claiming Godhood. Now, to claim Godhood in the presence of ego, there is a lurking fear that somewhere the veneration, benevolence that he will receive from his followers, the respect that he will receive from his followers, may tend to reignite the very little kashais, or if I may say, subdued kashais that are still within him. Little bit of man, little bit of growth, love, pujavani kamna, whatever. Now these are always there until Keval Gyan happens. So when you received a lot of respect and things like that, then these can reignite. And when they reignite, it leads one straight to the nargati or hell.
So
It is
means
also
sorry.
It is described even in Kramik Marga that as one progresses in the spiritual path, where the terminology used is gunasthana from the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. So as growth reduces, he goes higher from 4, 5, then man, then low, kapar, and then low. Now low it goes at the end. Now that typically happens in the 11th gunasthana. If he has gone in the subdued format, then in the 11th he is bound to slip and go down. So with those things in mind, and the person sitting in front of Dada Bhagwan to explain to him, he must be cautioning him with these strong words that I have not become God, because obviously he has not reached the 360 degrees. And to claim to be God will lead him to hellish form, because the subdued these things will pop up, and that may entice him to do wrong deeds, which will essentially lead to his downfall. Essentially. So
So,
this is the understanding. Why
so
calling Godhood when you're not a God?
means the narkati is due to the bad intent for others, which we are doing by this claim.
First thing is you are misguided, but more than that, you are igniting your own kashayas on a very high platform, being a spiritual leader or a master, and having those bad qualities leads to downfall. There one has to be very careful in what one speaks, because it's a responsible post. He cannot misguide others. So misguiding and the recognition of his inner enemies will lead to his downfall. That is the reason why it's very risky to claim. બહુ જવાબદારી વાળું કહેવાય દાદા કે. That is why he even quoted Krupaludev. Even Krupaludev refused to give sermons. He says that I will only start when I have become complete from inside to a level. And after that, he said, because he knew that it entails a lot of responsibility speaking on spiritual matters. That is the reason of it. It may lead one to hell. It may. Yes.
Deepakanji?
Jai Sachidanand,
Hare.
Doctor. See, we have the 5 solemn vows. First is non-violence. Second is truth. Third is non-stealing. Fourth is non-hoarding. And fifth is celibacy. Now, it is only in the Dwapar time where Tirthankara exists and one can become a reach to that absolute state of perfection of supreme godhood state. Now, in Kali Yuga, it is not possible. Even the scripture says that absolute state of perfection as supreme godhood state is not possible. So even if you observe, Jesus Christ came as Son of God. Prophet Muhammad came as messenger of God. Unfortunately, because that state of absolute perfection appeared on this land of Bharat, that is Bharat Desh, we talk of the language of God, that anybody can become God. And that's why there is an open difference. So Dada never wanted to break this law, because it is natural law that in these times of Kali Yuga, it is not possible for anybody to reach that highest state of perfection, absolute state of perfection, that is of supreme godhood state. So anybody claiming as I am God, what does that mean? That he is physically present as God, which goes against nature. So which breaks this second solemn vow to the ultimate extent. And the result, what Dada has perceived, he has said it's a direct cause of someone going to hell. And that's why Dada never claimed I am God, but he has clearly revealed the fact that Dada Bhagwan has opened within me. I am not God. That inner Dada Bhagwan is 360 degrees. I am 356 degrees, 4 degrees less. And to cover those 4 degrees, I also worship the inner manifested absolute God. And that inner God is there in everyone. Whosoever who wants to get his inner God manifested and experience can go through this path. So nicely he has revealed, and that's how it is helpful, and he is even today beneficial to all, whoever who wants to reach this absolute state of perfection wherein he can begin over here. He cannot reach the finality, but a great and perfect initiation is possible, which he did for all of us, and that's how we are on the path of liberation. So Jesus Christ said, I am Son of God. Prophet Muhammad said, I am messenger of God. Dada Bhagwan clearly said that God has opened within me. I am not God. I am enlightened soul. And anybody who wants to experience that and get himself initiated, which is possible through him. Jai Satchidanand.
Unfortunately, he had to somehow he dropped out. So anyway, but that was good explanation. So, Eleven?
Jai Satchidanand, Pulinanandji, Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Sajabai.
Yeah, my question was while trying to apply the agyas and try to when I'm trying to deal with the rag, dvesh, and file number 1. So what happens is many times, like by applying it and watching file number 1, you're able to many of the rag, dvesh, we are able to we see the intensity going down and we can see the changes. But there are some deep-rooted kashayas, I don't know what to call it. Like, let us say we had a childhood dream which never got fulfilled, and that dream is very strong. And that is very difficult to apply it in those cases. I'm just talking about some real tough things that doesn't go away at all. Is that how it's going to be, or will it remain like that in this birth, or do we keep on applying the agyas every day and just hope it goes away?
Deepakanandji?
Yeah, Jai Satchidanand. Jailaji,
Ah.
what we have to understand over here,
Ah.
after getting realized through such knowledge of stepless realization, most of our karma which are non-sticky get eliminated.
Non-sticky, yes.
And most of the sticky ones can get eliminated and subdued or suppressed, or you can say surpassed through our pure soul vision. But there are some very sticky ones
Yes.
which really gets onto our nerves,
Yes.
for which we are not able to remain in our perceived state, pure soul perception,
Yes.
for which we do correction, that is pratikraman, ask for forgiveness, and resolve that no matter what, I want to remain in that perceiving state. Dada gave me that inner strength. Now here one clarification what Dada has so nicely said, that these karmas are ones which are not easily manageable.
Yes.
But these dreams that come to us and like they haunt your memory at times,
Yes.
don't worry about that. Whatever desire Shailya have is going to get fulfilled by the natural, what is it called? Universal power of Vyavasthit Shakti. You can't decide any time.
Yes.
So
we
tell
continue.
Celia, don't worry about that. Before you reach that absolute state, before you get liberated, all your desires and wishes are going to get fulfilled. But it is not in my hands. It is not in Dada Bhagwan's hand or anybody's hand. That desire is gone to the nature's hand, and that nature is already working. We are not able to see that. But the very fact it is coming to your memory, not my memory, it is coming to my means not pure soul's memory. Pure soul doesn't have memory. So
Related.
then say, don't worry.
Okay.
Vyavasthit Shakti, the universal cosmic power, is going to fulfill all your desires. Just don't worry about that. But you can't decide that time. So
Got it.
till then, in a way, wait and watch. You tell Celia to wait and watch, but you don't wait and watch.
Okay.
You
Got it.
perceive, you help Celia to wait and watch, have patience.
Okay. Got it.
Great.
Yes.
Dr. Kashyapji,
Very,
we could see you today.
Yeah, so I
very
Did you
beautiful.
understand,
Teacher.
Celia
Thank
ji?
you.
tried different device.
Jai
Yeah,
Satchidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Thank you.
yeah, that so that
Pulinanandji?
system hanged, so that is there's some problem in the I have to get
See,
it.
basically, same thing. If you're not able to forget it, don't
Yeah.
forget it. Leave it at its this stage. And say, let's put it in the wait and watch mode.
Yes.
Deep rooted. What you're saying is deep rooted desires are not getting fulfilled. So just leave it. Okay, it's a deep rooted desire. It will get fulfilled, but the time is not ripened.
When it comes.
So all you have to tell your intellect, which is causing you disturbance, that just wait and watch. Every desire will get fulfilled. So wait for the time to ripen. So you don't get entangled repeatedly into that desire. When this will happen, when this will happen, when this will.
Got it.
You continue your Purusharth and let that time ripen.
Just patiently watch. Yes.
So that pressure of when will go, the pressure of when it will happen.
Yes, yes. Got it.
Hmm.
Thank you. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Anybody has any questions?
Can I continue, please?
Yeah.
So so the device was not working, so it hanged. So yeah, so what I understand from Pulinanandji that our intent, which is bad, that was causing that causes the descent to Nargati. Is it correct?
Pulinanandji?
Jai Satchidanand. No, that's not. Go ahead, Pulinanandji.
It's not. No, it's not the intent. The intent is not the case. It is the case. You are doing something against the nature. You're claiming something which you are not. So that is dangerous. And it will harm your kasasi. Who will take me to Nargati? Who will take me to Devgati? It is my own bhavana, my own karmas, my own desires, whatever we call it. So that deed of claiming not being God and still being God is the incorrect thing which will take him to Nargati. Because then he will get, the greed of getting respect from people, pujavani kamna. That is what will cause his downfall. That is what will cause. Three things that the Bhagwan has alerted, generally speaking, which cause downfall to everybody in general. Lakshmi, that is wealth, Vishay, which we understand celibacy, and Vishay of all the five senses also, but generally of celibacy category. Lakshmi, Vishay, and Pujavani Kama, the desire to be respected or praised. These are three major enemies of human beings, which can lead to downfall, especially for all people who are in the preacher's category, acharya category, master's category, those in the spiritual field or guiding us.
Your voice is not coming properly. Voice is not coming properly.
Basically, the three major shortfalls are of get puja vani kamna, the hunger or
Self-worship.
the quest for getting respect. Then Lakshmi, wealth, the quest for attaining or getting more wealth, and the quest for Vishay or Abrahmacharya, celibacy, non-celibacy. These are three major downfalls for people on the spiritual platform, those who are preachers, those who are spiritual masters. Because they get a lot of respect, and if they hanker for it, then that can lead to their downfall. If they hanker, people offer everything to them. Oh, you have done so much for us, so please take this money, please take this thing, whatever. So that will lead to his downfall. Because then that will go into lobe, and then again will go away from his pole and get into the pudgal thing. And celibacy, of course. So these are unlawful.
My question is different. My question is that what is the gati, how it forms, gati, it is our to the bhavna, right? This is the question. This was the question. Question
That
was
is
that
true. That
gati,
is
how
true
it
for
forms, that what I want to know, the gati, is an effect. What is the cause of that? That is what I wanted to know.
in generally
How
speaking, Gati, the
cause goes
effect
to the effect. This is the mechanism, that's what I want.
the mechanism is very simple. જે ભાવ થાય છે એના આધારે પછી ગતિ નક્કી થાય. તમે ભાવના આધારે ક્રિયા કરો અને ક્રિયાના આધારે પછી ફળ મળે. So if you have the vow that I will just take money, I want to earn money left, right, and center by right means or wrong means. If someone has done that vow, then he will come into action that way. He will earn money left, right, and center, and he will feel happy in that. He will feel happy in that.
So the cause,
that happiness.
so the cause which we are, from what I understood that.
You're not listening. You're not listening.
Yeah. No, one minute. I'm listening. What I want to say is that what I understood is that the cause of harming others, which in the intention with harming others, that is leading to the narkat. Is it correct?
Not always. Yes and no. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
I didn't understand.
Not always. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to explain. You are interrupting me.
Yes.
See, harming others, yes. If someone has the ego and he just for his own pleasure does hunting, kills animals aimlessly, hurts people aimlessly, burns whole villages, towns just for his ego, and someone is hurting. That is called severe intent to hurt others, and that can lead to nargati. Nargati can also be led by such things which I was trying to tell in the previous saying, that puja vani kamna, Anakna Vishay, Anakna Lakshmi. Those are also causes where other person is not hurt. Someone is offering me money, I'm getting money, I'm using my spiritual talent and taking money for that. That is not hurting others, but it will lead to my downfall. That's what I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying different. I didn't say it is not hurting others, but the intention to hurt others is there, right?
No, there is the intention to hurt someone. I have given a lot of spiritual discourses. People are very pleased with my discourses. They offer me a lot of things and I take it. Nobody is hurting that. Nobody is hurting that.
No.
People are giving a lot of respect and I feel very nice about it. Nobody is hurting that.
So the gati is via the intention. I don't know. I read. This is what I read. That
I'll tell you. Those are two. You have mixed up two different things. What you have read is also right, and what Dada Bhagwan is saying here also is right. Since you started off the question with Dada Satsang, so the answer was to Dada Satsang. Now your puzzle is about what you have read. Read was ke jeva bhav thai, devi gati thai. So your confusion is where is the bhav in this? So that is
No,
a
I
general
wanted to
principle.
know the mechanism
that
that what is the
I'm coming,
mechanism.
listen, Baba, listen, I'm coming to that question. Be patient. Be
Hmm.
patient. I'm coming to your answer question. That mechanism only is the general thing. So it is not related to the topic or the audio satsang that Dada Bhagwan has brought up. That is a general principle of gati. How we achieve whatever gati we get, whether human, dev, hellish or animal. That goes on bhav. That is perfect. If I do the bhav, if I do the bhav of helping others, and then and it comes into action, then that will lead, and I'm happy about it, then it will lead me to a higher state, maybe human being or maybe devgati. If I do the opposite of hurting people, it will lead to those actions in the next birth, and if I feel happy about it, where I've hurt people and I'm feeling happy, that will lead to the lower forms. So bhav, but if I'm hurting people and I do the bhav, oh sorry, this is wrong, I should not be doing it, I repent for it. So if I do the right bhav opposite to the behavior, then I will be saved from the hellish gati. You see, so that is the mechanism how bhav leads to gati. That is the general rule or general philosophy. The bhav leads to gati. I do the bhav of helping others, then that leads to that action. I feel happy, and then that action results where I give happiness to others. It gives me the higher gati. Vice versa, for the suffering or harm caused to others will give a lower gati. So that is true. That's why Dada Bhagwan and everybody in spiritual everything, bhav phero, bhav phero. Change your bhav, change your bhav, change your bhav. That is the biggest, because that is the cause. Bhav is the cause which will lead to deed or action. And then happiness, the ego that is engrossed in that deed will give him the effect in the form of the next birth based on the bhav. So if I repent for the bad thing, my bhav.
Yeah, effect is
That is the general mechanism. That is the general mechanism.
My question is here based. I read Dadaji. Based on that, my question was that the effect of going to the Nargati is a place where we have to suffer. Where the suffering is more, right? It is the suffering is more. So the suffering is more. What my understanding was that if we are suffering, that the effect is suffering, that means we have given suffering to others, then we get a suffering. And if we give means good thing, bad thing we give, then we get bad. A good thing we give, we get good. So it is a echo, kind of echo. So this was my understanding. So I wanted to understand with respect to this, that we got the bad, nargati. So in claiming to be God, what bad thing we did that which is leading to what bad thing to others we did which led to bad thing coming to us. This is what my question was.
The bad thing is you have misguided people. The bad thing is that you have broken the vow on this, or you have deviated from your responsibility. As a spiritual person, you have broken that 5 Mahavrats. Not 5, maybe 1 or 2. In this case, it could be 1 of asatya, non-truth. Because you are breaking that vow, the punishment is because of breaking the vow. Every time it is not necessarily because of hurting. That is the general principle. That is right. But here in this case, for a spiritual person, because remember, the question and answer that is going on is for a spiritual person who professes himself to be God. Try to appreciate.
So the persons are misled. You said their persons are misled, right?
There are 2 things. I said 2 things. Have you got the second thing?
Yeah. So I'm trying because there is because I'm using mobile, so it's little bit your voice is coming very faintly. So I'm sometimes I miss, so apologies for that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I get it. So you're not able to catch the words. Okay, fine. So then I'll repeat once again. Basically, it is two things. One is you're breaking the vow of a spiritual master
Mm.
of non-truth.
Yeah.
That is the cause for the hellish gati. There are two things. One is giving heart, and in this case, it is not causing heart, but you're breaking your vow. Your responsibility as a spiritual preacher, you are deviating. That is the cause leading to the hellish form, not the
So
hurt or pain cause.
breaking the vow, this is the cause you're saying, and the cause. So the effect is a bad. The ego is leads to the effect is the ego is experiencing bad things. So yeah, you said the cause and effect, but I want to understand the in between. So the if we break the vow, then how it leads to the ego suffering. This is what the in between. It is little bit is not clear.
It is very simple. I have derived pleasure from professing what I am not. Yes, I have become God. So people are praising me, people are respecting me, people are venerating me. So I'm deriving pleasure from that. The ego has derived pleasure from that. Unlawfully, illegally, unlawfully. And because of that unlawful pleasure he has derived, he has to repay back in terms of suffering in the hell. The same ego then suffers in the hell for illegal gratification or happiness derived from where it was not due.
So here the ego has to suffer in the hell. Why not in other Tiryansh Gati or in other Gati?
Because the intensity of the error is very high. Just as we have various degrees of fines, if you do a small traffic rule violation, the fine is X. If you do a severe traffic violation, the fine is more than that. You kill someone, the fine is still more than that. So depending on the intensity of the mistake or error, the intensity of the suffering is given by nature.
So you're
This
saying
is
the
something
intensity.
Yes, this is a very, very gross error.
Yeah, intensity is very high. So where the intensity is very high, that leads to Nargati. This is what you're saying, right?
See, cause and effect are complementary. If the causes are mild, the effects are mild. If the causes are severe, the effects are severe. So if the cause of the error or the mistake is of a very grave or serious nature, the punishment will also be of a grave or serious nature.
So, and also, can you apply this? Can you please put it in perspective of the non-Mahatma and Mahatma? So how it is if a Mahatma does this and a non-Mahatma does this, what will be the different effects?
As a Mahatma, he should be more alert and he carries greater responsibility because he has got the awareness of pure soul awareness. He can do Purusharth and reign in his Prakriti, and in spite of which he doesn't do it. So the gravity of the error is higher or more serious. For a non-Mahatma, the nature is serious, but between the two, if you ask me, it will be more serious for a Mahatma than a non-Mahatma.
Because Mahatma knowingly,
even if a non-Mahatma does these type of errors, he will also have this severe, intense sufferings. He will also have the serious symptoms.
So Mahatma, if he does, then his ego, the Mahatma's ego has to suffer more, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You see, now this is just a play of words. You have to understand the gross principle that this is an error, a grave error, which if anyone who breaks will lead to a grave or serious consequences or effects or sufferings. Mahatma is more responsible, more alert. So it is more risky for him. Then why are we going into too much of how much more suffering and why not? It is an intense thing, will lead to hellish form. Leave it at that, na?
Okay, got it.
Ah,
Okay. Deepakanandji, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Can you wrap it up?
Yeah. I know. Very simple clarification. Anybody who does self-hurt, artha dhyan, he gets born as plant or animal. That is tiryanj gati. But anybody who hurt others is called Raudra Dhyan, then one goes to hell. Here, when someone claims himself as God and people trust him and worship him as God, you are hurting their feelings very deep rootedly. And in that case, others are getting hurt, which becomes the grave cause of one going to hell.
Okay.
Does this clarify?
And also, please explain in Mahatma and non-Mahatma.
Yeah, Mahatma he said it very clearly, because someone, a law person breaks any law, then he is liable for a bigger punishment than someone who doesn't know the law. So Mahatmas are expected to know these principles, and so he must never claim himself as God. But still, if he claims himself as God, then that's going to hurt the other person to a very great extent. And that's why that person will go to hell. Mahatma will go to hell.
Mahatma's liability is more than
Go extreme, not more, very much. Because they have known the truth. Even after knowing truth, if they claim and commit such mistakes, it's a grave mistake with which other people will get hurt to a very high extent. So, in principle, hurting others is cause of hell. Self-hurt, hurting one's own self, is the cause of Tiryanj Gati, that is plant or animal. This is basic, correct?
Correct, got it. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Jai Satchidanand.
Deepakanandji, 3 mantra, please.
Namo Vitragaya.
Namo Vitragaya.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vatsayanam.
Namo
Vatsayanam.
Namo Loe Savasahunam.
Namo
Loe Savasahunam.
Eso Panchanamukaro.
Eso Panchanamukaro.
Java Pava Pranasanu.
Sarvapavapanasana.
Mangalanam cha Savvesing.
Mangalanam cha Savvesam.
Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Yeah.